Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Had zero plans to make a video today on my haul. I went shopping, but there's been some changes. So this is gonna be a hodgepodge of sorts, but we need to talk about this. Come along. Yes, if you hear a little whack whack, I've got ducks outside my kitchen door. No joke, we'll show you. Yeah, So here's the deal. So I literally just brought in all of this stuff from the car to show you some of the things that I'm picking up on today for various reasons. Like you, I am concerned about a lot of things. So I want to keep my pantry going as much as I can. There was a few things I needed to get because I enjoy them, weekly, bi-weekly, picking up at the grocery store, Aldi, Dollar Tree, whatever, Kroger, wherever, Food City, wherever you shop. You have various places that you shop. But I do go to Aldi quite a bit. I really like Aldi. I think the prices are just incredible, comparably speaking. Quality, I've never had an issue. We've done some Aldi hauls. But folks, things are changing. Have you noticed? So here's the deal. I'm going to go through this. I actually went to the Dollar Tree and I went to Aldi. I had two specific locations in mind because I went to these places, actually several different places last week. So I'm keeping my eye on prices of certain things. And so, the price of everything hasn't gone up across the board that I personally have noticed, but I don't buy everything on the shelf at Aldi, at Kroger, or wherever. You probably don't either. But some of the things that I've noticed are beginning to hit home. And so I want to talk about that. So I'm going to show you some items that I've gotten, why I've gotten them, why I think you should consider these items, but most importantly, price. So let's go with the big hitter. Like I said, I had zero plans of making a video today. It's raining, it's busy. Didn't have it on the agenda. So we headed out for some shopping. And when I went to Aldi, I was just tooting along in my little rented, put the quarter in, wonderful little cart, and getting some more marinara was on my list. I love Aldi Marinara. Yeah, I grow tomatoes like crazy. I make my own stuff. There's no debate about that. But I've always told you to keep a lot of versatility in your pantry for multiple reasons. We're not going to go into that debate. But I have found over the last year or two that this has become my favorite. 85 cents, baby. Woo! Delicious, thick marinara, great on pizzas, wonderful in sauces. You can jazz it up more if you want to. 85 cents. This last week was 85 cents at two of our Aldi. Trust me when I tell you. Today, 99 cents. So I reach down and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get some more of these. I just, to have on the shelf. We make pizzas. We do all these things. I talked about it in my last little Aldi haul. My boys love to make their little pizzas with this. Quick and easy, homemade as you can get. Very good for a budget. Whatnot, easy. You don't have to go anywhere. Went down to reach for it. I have that 85 cent sticker in my mind. 99 cents. Now, can I afford 14 more cents today? Yes. Can you? I don't know. But that's not the point here. How much of a price increase in 1 week on one item is that? And if you're noticing these things across the board, how much are they going up and how quick? We're not talking 1 or 2 pennies. How much is that? 85 cents to 99 cents. If you were to go buy a car today, or buy a house today, or buy something today for, say, $85,000. Let's say you're going to go buy, let's say you'll see a new house today and you're going to buy it for $85,000. That's what they want for it. You're willing to pay that $85,000. And you come back and you're going to renegotiate your contract. You looked it over, you did all that, and they go, we know you want it. It's a good little deal. $99,000 today. You're like, it's just been a week. And they're like, we don't care. We know you need it. It's hit us too. 99 cents. So what I'm telling you is I'm going to go over a few things in this video going forth, things that I like and what I'm going to do with them. Not just stick them on the pantry shelf, but for reasons I buy in long term. Folks, if this hasn't hit you yet, or you're not paying attention to it yet, you better start. This is the point of my video. Get busy. Now, I'm going to start with a few things. I didn't do a huge haul at the Dollar Tree. I have been to the Dollar Tree. Now, when I went in there, guys, I don't know, I've been to 3 Dollar Trees in probably the last 10 days, and the shelves are half empty, okay? I want to stress that to you. Our Dollar Trees in 2 different counties, okay? The shelves are becoming more and more visibly bare. Don't know if people are just shopping more. Don't know if it's because of inflation. Don't know if it's because of cargo ships floating out in the middle of nowhere, over 100 of them, or what all we're being told and all the things we're being warned of. But what I can tell you is some of these items you're seeing right here that I got today were not available at the Dollar Tree just a week ago. Okay, now, on an average day, anywhere you go, I've said this in multiple videos, you can typically go to our Dollar Trees in our area and you can get a pound of beans. You can get white, kidney, or black beans for $1. Now, you already know that prices are supposedly going to start going up with this chain. Don't know how and when. You may have more information for that, in terms of that than I do. But what I can tell you, on a whim, not a sale day, I can get beans for $1 a pack. Today, the only thing that I could get was the white. Last week, the only thing I could get was the black, and it was 1 pack. So beans are always a good one. These are your long grain brown rice packs. This is 2 pounds for $1. That's not a bad deal. Now, you're going to say, well, I can get it here, I can get it there cheaper. Well, that's not necessarily everybody's case, and you have to consider gas. So I'm just telling you, if you want to start putting these into jars and sealing them up like I'm going to be, this is not a bad deal right now, but you have to be competitive to get it now. That's the bottom line. Seriously, there's no reason for you not to have extra toothpaste on the shelf. It may not be your favorite brand, but it's still $1, and you still get a fairly good size. Go get it. Epsom salt, you need to have it in your pantry. This is really good for your feet, your soaks. This is excellent for your gardens. If you get sick and you need to literally get in the bathtub and put a little essential oil up in that and sweat it out and make yourself feel better, try your best. Epsom salt is what you're going to be putting in that hot bathtub with you as well. Now, a lot of you may know about Listerine. You know that it was the main antiseptic for World War I. If you don't know that, you know it now, don't you? You should have this on your shelf at all times. You can buy the generic. You can check and see that what all is the exact same in this or that. This is a smaller bottle, but it's $1. And guess what? We've got it. Hydrogen peroxide, very important. Basic, simple cleaning things. Last week, they didn't have one bit of Fabuloso at the other Dollar Tree. Not one. Didn't matter what variety or scent you liked. They didn't have it. Today, this is the only one I could find. I grabbed it. Now, I will also tell you quickly, do you have salt on the shelf? How do you buy it? How do you prefer it? That's your business. Guys, this is $1 a pound. I did have luck with finding this at both Dollar Trees. This is your sea salt. It's still a full pound, 16 ounces, $1. That's not a bad deal. They today had some stainless steel bowls. They're pet bowls. I'll tell you what. I use stainless all the time up in this kitchen. Honey, I'd be very happy to pour that full of some pinto beans and cornbread. It doesn't have to be just for the dog. Also, I always tell people when you go to the Dollar Tree or whatnot, see how many soaps you are getting. Now, if you're getting the 2 packs for $1, you should be getting the 4. Check them out and get the 4-ounce soaps. That would be 8 ounce total if you like particular brands. This particular Dollar Tree today, the others didn't, had the Jergens. Is it my favorite soap? No. But I get 3 of them, 9 full ounces for $1. Q-tips, 200 of them for $1. You can't shake a stick at that. Anywhere else you go, I don't have to have name brand. I'm a member of Costco. I like all these other things, but I'm all about price these days and making sure I have extra. This is important. Scissors are good. Dental floss. This is really good for multiple reasons, not just to clean in between your teeth And this is the mint because it's all they had. We took I got two, okay, because we go through dental floss like crazy. I got two. That's all they had. That's it. Last week had none. Today we had two. It is the mint, but if you like to make leather breeches with your beans every year, if you can use dental floss, especially the non-minted, I don't even care if it's minted, but I'm just saying, dental floss is the way to go. And, of course, I picked up just a couple of quick little Propels for my husband to take to work because of his health situation. So he really does try to stay good and drink Propel as opposed to other types of drinks. So my Dollar Tree haul today wasn't very big because the things I was specifically looking for, they didn't have, or I had other things, so that's not a big deal. Now let's switch to Aldi. Really upset about the price hike on my marinara. I'm stung on that. But let me talk about some of these other things I've gotten today, why you should consider getting them now, and what I like. Okay, it is always a good idea to make things from scratch, but it is also important to have sanity, to have a backup plan. So if you're moving into the holiday season, obviously we are, and you want to make a few quick extra special homemade pies, this is a great idea for you. I also like when I go to Aldi, I try to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. They do have good deals on them still. Organic little carrots and berries and different things like that. Some are organic, some are not. I get what I can get sometimes, folks. We're all in this together in terms of that. But when I make my smoothies or I want to have a quick snack, I'm trying to resort to things like this or maybe just a third of this, which is how I've lost almost 20 pounds. And so these are like little snacky items for me, okay? Now, let me tell you right here, I would be grabbing cheese and putting it away. I think this doesn't expire until February. That's not a bad shake. Think about it. Is this still going to be inexpensive today in comparison to what it could be by Christmas time? I don't know. I would highly, highly recommend checking that out. Condiments. Aldi, to me, has wonderful prices on their condiments. 79 cents, 89 cents, things like that. I mean, I know I can go to the Dollar Tree. Yeah, I can go to Walmart. It can compete. It can do that. But when I'm at Aldi and I can get things for around the same price or definitely less, definitely a good idea. This week, and I posted it in my group on Facebook, there's all kinds of uses for this. I don't even drink morning coffee anymore. I can make one if I want, but coffee filters have a ton of uses. Folks, if you're going to be filtering water before you put it into your Berkey, this is a great thing to have. There are all kinds of ways. I will try to look for that article if I can find it and link it below because it was like the 10 top ways to best use coffee filters, and Aldi has a good price. You can even get them at the Dollar Tree. I didn't see them today at the Dollar Tree, so I grabbed an extra little pack at Aldi. We are moving into the holidays, like I said, and if you're going to be making some special dishes, canned items right now, pumpkin and yams and things like that, you just can't beat having some on the shelf. Is it homegrown? Is it fresh? Well, no, we all know what's better, so let's not get into that argument. But let me tell you something else. A long time ago, I did a little thing where you learned how to start building your pantry on a budget. $10 a week. And do you know the top two things, the most important things they put on for a budget for the first week? Number one and number two was canned yams and canned collard greens. That's to have certain vitamins and whatnots in your diet. So don't turn your nose up at it. Now, I also like to have a couple little things like oatmeal. I eat a lot of oatmeal. My son likes this type of oatmeal. Sauerkraut, yeah, I fermented some. It's on the shelf, but I'm going to tell you what, for $1.57, this is some good stuff, y'all. Talk about a cheap meal that will feed my family. I love wieners and kraut. Make you a little mess of cornbread with some mashed potatoes or whatnot, and you're eating good. And I will have to say this is for store-bought right now for the price, $1.57. Aldi has definitely got it. And if you notice, look there, 2024, baby, we're in. Now, I have not bought this before, this particular mixed fruit. I keep it in the freezer for my smoothie. This is the pineapple, mango, and peaches. I bought a couple of others, so I cannot price compare this. But I will tell you that if things continue to get expensive, your fruits are definitely in that lineup. So I'm suggesting to you to compare price if you need to. Aldi has a nice selection and variety I have dehydrated their blueberries. They're on my shelf now, but this is important to have in the freezer, but it's also important if you want to put into your Harvest Right or put into your dehydrator. Do you follow me? It's okay if you use frozen. Just don't miss out on the good deals. I also got some little mandarins. I'm trying to eat 2 or 3 of those a day. Boom. What are we talking? How much pasta is she going to get today? Don't you know how many carbs that is? Well, let me tell you about the pasta. Okay. I'm looking at these. So my elbow macaroni was $1.49 and my penne or rotini pasta was 77 cents. So here's my macaroni because it's 2 pounds. So it was what, $1.49, but you're getting 2 full pounds, okay? So you're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of 75 to 77 cents a pound. Now, can I beat that? I really don't know. If I go to Costco and really try to hammer it out, I'm going to be paying for a name brand. At this time, I don't know. I haven't been to Costco in a couple weeks, but prices are changing, so I will be looking. Let me tell you why I'm telling you to get your pasta. My father has worked for Kroger for 40 years. My father, if you don't know that, my father is in high management with Kroger. He has worked for Kroger for 40 years. And the other day, he was here, and I said, Dad, what are you seeing? He said, well, my store is not struggling with meat right now, but we all know meat's pricey. I said, well, what are you struggling with? And he said, waters. He said, bottled water. We're having a hard time getting it on the shelf and keeping it on the shelf. He said, Gatorade, which I had heard from another source that Gatorade, for various reasons, is difficult. So I don't have Gatorade here in my video, but I want to give you that heads up. Then he said, pasta. I said, pasta? I said, well, I'm noticing I'm seeing less types or varieties. I can get it. But he said, no, yeah. He said, we're having a fit with pasta. So today I got my pasta. So this is what I'm looking at. This is the price we're paying right now. And the reason I bought these sizes is because I am going to put them into my mason jars. I'm going to put a lid on them and I'm going to vacuum seal them in those jars. If you have a food saver, get that attachment. It's not I got it for I think 20 something dollars a while back, not too bad. And I'm storing this on my shelf. Pasta again. Now I know I'm gonna get the first comment about all up in this saying, shouldn't you make homemade? Yeah, I should. In a perfect world all the time, and I love it. One of my favorite things. But you know what? Honey, don't be picky. Put it on the shelf. These, surprisingly, were 49 cents. It's not Kraft, it's not name brand, it's not this, it's not that. There's pasta up in this. I can choose to use the powder or not. There's individual meals or a nice side dish to put away. Be smart. I thought this was a pretty good shake. 49 cents. Let me know if you do better. I want to know. I got to tell you, I do not think I have made a video on my shepherd's pie. I don't do a lot of things very well, but I can make a mean shepherd's pie. But I will tell you, for what used to be $5.99, it's now $6.99. Yeah, I know. And these are hard to get. These are these little shepherd's pie. This is really, really good for a family of 4 because everybody gets a nice portion, 4 ways, cut it in 4 ways. And then you can add a side of corn. You can add a side of whatever. It's a nice little lunch or meal. And so I grabbed a couple of these to put in my freezer because I'm going to tell you right now, if you can take a family of 4 out to eat anywhere and they can eat for $6.99, please let me know because you've got your vegetables and you've got your mashed potatoes. It's good. Okay, I'm going to swoop in for the final clip here. Are you ready? Glenn Beck the other day, don't know if you listen to him, don't know what you do, don't really care. I love listening to Glenn Beck, and he was talking about in his area, it's very difficult for them to get pepperoni. There is still pepperoni on the shelf here, and I have been using this pepperoni off and on for the past couple of months when we make our little pizzas for my boys. They love it. If you need pepperoni to put away, Aldi's got it. All of you that have seen all of my homemade chili, guess what? I'm going to tell you how to cheat. Shaboom. Really, really good stuff. Now, I add my own little flavors, my own little dashes of this or that to it. But I got to tell you, 39 cents at Aldi, not a bad deal. Grab you a couple. I really like it. The taco seasoning is fantastic too. Okay, these are things to have for quick backup on the shelf. Very important. Sugar right now at our Aldi, honey. Sugar, 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 sugar. Get it on the shelf. This is a 4-pound bag. Right now, it is $2.02. Just a couple of weeks ago, back in the summer, it was $1.98, so it has gone up. It's not too much of a bite, but I have noticed it went to $2 even, then $2.02. Flour off the top of my head today. Yes, I know what it is. It's just plain Jane all-purpose flour. It is enriched, it's bleached, it's whatever, all the things. But I'm just telling you, 5 pounds, $1.57. $1.57, not a bad idea to have on the shelf. Lord help her. There's her marinara. And then today at Aldi, for the $85.15, we're paying right there for, I guess it's at $4.39. So that is what we're looking at. So right there, remember, we have had a canned ground beef, and I always buy it at Aldi because they do typically have, unless there's a special sale running these days, this overall on an average day is still beating a lot of other places for price. And then, by the way, for a treat for me, Big Daddy's got his Propel. I grab a couple of these. I think they're delicious. I haven't had soda since for 3 months now, and this just sort of curbs that. It's really, really good. And also, gosh, we got so much here. Hey, corn was the same price today at Aldi, 49 cents. You can hear Cora doesn't like that. Mixed vegetables, which used to be 49 cents a can, is now, I believe it was 57 or 59 cents a can. That fast per can. And then, of course, anything tomato, like I said before, has definitely gone up in price. Go check it out. Definitely grab a few. Keep an eye on that. And last but not least, I started using this because my washing machine requires it. And I'm not going to pay $13, $14 for laundry detergent. I have to say that I started using this, and I've really enjoyed it so far. So if you're looking for a brand to switch to, I think this was $5.97, and it's 64 loads, HE, comparable to Gain. I will stand by that. I really like it. So again, you can find better deals. If you got coupons or if there's something else you like, that's great. But if you're looking for a quick switch that is more affordable, this might be for you. Aldi, I have faith in you. I love you. I'm upset about my marinara. Well, guys, this was a lot of stuff to go over quick. What I want you to do is to really keep an eye on prices. And if there are important items in your family that you need to get, medications, things that are important, that dietary things that you need, I'm really urging you, especially now before the holidays, to really pick up on it. Keep an eye on things and don't wait. It can make all the difference for your pantry. All right, guys, I appreciate you. We got through that. That was a lot. But I love you guys. Thank you for your support. I'll keep you posted on anything that I find. Stay busy. See you on the next video.